Hello everyone. In this video, I'll be doing a brief overview of Pretend, our new story development program. Notice that when you first open Pretend, the two main panels appear. Our screenplay editor, which allows us to write or import our script, and our editing panel, which allows us to edit our project. In the screenplay editor, you can either import a fountain file in order to upload an already written script, or you can choose to write it directly in Pretend. I already have something written, but let's say that I wanted to add a couple more scenes to the ending. Normally I'd type them in, but for the purpose of this demo, I'll just paste them in. Notice that the two scenes I've added, along with all the other scenes, have been detected and auto-formatted by Pretend. This occurs as you write them in. You'll see that this structure is both represented to the left of your screenplay editor, but you'll also find them in your library for future convenience. Once you're finished writing your script, you can choose to line your shots in your screenplay editor. I already have a few shots lined for my first scenes, but let's say that I wanted to add some more. I would simply hit the shot button and drag my shots. I can even add details regarding my shot's movement, the angle, and the type of lens, and I can even add a description. These shots will be displayed under their respective scenes in both the screenplay editor and in the editing panel. Once you're done working on your script, you can start the editing process. In your editing panel, you'll find your library, which allows you to import and organize your different scenes and media. Your items panel, which allows you to view your different media assets. You have your tags panel, which allows you to view and organize all the tags you've attributed to different assets. Your viewer, which allows you to view and play your media assets. Of course, you have your timeline panel, which allows you to edit your timelines in order to export your project. And you have your inspector, which allows you to view information regarding your media, add tags, and even allows you to do color correction. In this panel, you can also control your animations. For example, in this audio track, I've lowered the gain towards the end for a softer transition. Now, I've already uploaded some media into this project, but if I needed to import some more, I could either do that through my File menu or by dragging it to my library. What's great about Pretend is that there's a timeline dedicated to each shot and scene, which allows me to work on parts of my project at a time without worrying too much about structure, since it's neatly organized for me in my library. I've already dragged some clips into my timeline. That one's looking a little hot. I'm going to lower my white points on that clip. Much better. In this scene, I already have two shots. This one's a little long. I'm just going to trim that. Perfect. Alright, now in this scene, I've already selected the first shot, but I'm not too sure which clip to use for the second shot. I can view them, and even rate them for future references. I like this one better. I can double clip, trim my shot to pick my favorite take, and drag it to my timeline. Now, if I wanted to find out how many bedroom scenes I have in my script, I can move over to my tags and see that Pretend has automatically attributed location and character tags from my script. I can then select a tag to filter my scenes accordingly. I can also create tags in order to categorize my clips and other media assets to my liking. I can also create other types of assets. Let's jump to the third scene where I know from my script that my hero needs to interact with a specific type of blinds in the window. Now, if I find this blind on the web, I can drag the link to the online page onto my items panel for future reference. Here it is as a link ready to open up. Once I'm done editing my scenes, I can jump to my show timeline to view a render of all my work. I can even create story arcs and drag them beneath my timeline to keep track of specific plot points and rate them by level of intensity. I'll add a plot point for this end part. I'll even rate it. Great. Pretend also has a great text interface that allows me to create, modify, and even animate my text. I'm going to edit an opening title for this short film I've been working on, Bad Birds. Feel free to check it out on my Vimeo page. Just type Pierre Schlumberger on Vimeo. I'm even going to add a little fade out at the end of this text clip. And now, once we're happy with our project, we can export a video file. Pretend also gives you the option to export for Vimeo or YouTube if that's where you were heading. And there you go. Those were some of the features from Pretend, our multifaceted story development hub. which allows you to develop and edit your projects from script to scene. More to come. Thank you.